Alright, today we'll be looking at the genuine Delphi 7111-296A, which is just real classic diesel filter found on a lot of machinery, a lot of boats, a lot of tractors, a lot of trucks, a lot of older machinery of other types, construction stuff. It's genuine Delphi CAV. Some of them have Lucas on the box. I'll open him up and see what is inside it. But first, the standard Delphi box. Special, it's got the part number. Up there, sealed in there. Filter itself. Delphi 296. CAV logo on there. We've got the seal kit that comes with it. And a Ziploc bag, we'll have a look at that too. Four O-rings, so little baby O-ring that goes on the screw on the bolt on the top of the filter that holds it all together. Decent O-ring. This one goes on the inside of the filter housing, so when it sits inside there and seals the inside of that housing. And some people aren't aware there's actually two different sized O-rings that come with these. One is slightly bigger than the other one, this one's smaller. One sits on the top and the other one seals around the bottom. The smaller one goes on the bottom, the filter, seals around that little lip in the housing. Another one goes on the top, they sit inside the housing. Nothing wrong with them, just standard, decent O-rings. These are normal O-rings, not flat. That'll come with it, so you got the whole kit that you need. Feel like a nice filter, they're painted well. Got total weight there, 193 grams. Come packaged with this nice bit of plastic on the top. It actually says Delphi embossed on the top of it. So I keep it clean till you're ready to go. Alright, so I got the centre tube. It's nice, decent, it's crimped around there on the bottom. Probably a date code on there, I reckon. Outlet holes. All the nicer avian holes. Some of these, they have like a flat plate with a little gap around the edge. I don't particularly like them personally. They seem to be a little bit restrictive. But we'll get it open and see what it's like on the inside. Interested to see what's actually on the side of these. They're very common, but I haven't seen one cut open before. So, top plate bent there. It's quite small and flimsy, but these diesel filters, they're not under high pressure. And they shouldn't ever be under high pressure, so they don't need to be built like an engine oil filter. What about 6.7 mil thickness on the top, but it doesn't have a thread or nothing, so it's pretty good. Spin that out of the way. So we've got all this media, heaps of it, all tightly wound down in there. And here it comes, but looks like I got a bit of glue all the way around the edges there, holding that in. Right, so I've got all the media out, and we got this plastic centre tube. Seemed to be anything special, just standard plastic. It sits down in there on those three little locating tabs. There doesn't appear to be any actual rubber seals or anything. It just sits in there and then sits in the top of there. And I reckon that's enough to keep it sealed. It is a pretty sturdy can, even though the top's very thin. This is quite a bit thicker. Hold up well nice. Not a spot of rust or blemish or anything in there. Considerable amount of glue around the edge holding all that stuff in. You can see here that the media's a bit mangled, but it does come. It's sort of got two layers by the look of it. It's got that layer and then this corrugated layer. But instead of being up like that, it actually comes glued down like that. So as the fuel goes down the fuel and then wrapped around itself like that. So as the cool fuel comes down the filter, it doesn't just go past it. So it actually has to pass through there, because that's there, and then there's another piece glued on top of that. And then these corrugations give it lots of little holes to be able to travel down and get filtered. Try and get this apart so that we can measure how long it is. Right, so I got all the media out. The total length is about 4 metres, so there's a considerable length of media in there. It's pretty well close to 55 mil there. So it's got these two different types. So it quite feels like this paper. They sort of both feel like paper. I don't think they're synthetic. They don't feel fiberglass or anything. They're just normal paper. This paper, I think it just gives it its body and its strength. This is a quite robust paper that it's glued to, and I think this is the actual filter media. It's almost like toilet paper. It's very soft and thin. Put some under the microscope and have a look. Overall, it's a bit of a different design of filter. There's a lot of them, but compared to an oil filter, it's quite a different design. Different sealing rings and media type. Do different bits of paper in the same can. a little bit flimsy here, but no manufacturing faults whatsoever that I can see. Use a generous amount of glue, but don't spill it. It's well bound, nice O-rings, decent can. Quite a good filter overall, nice design. And they do work well, they've been using it for many years.